years ago this week, one of the top hits in the USA was Wonderful by a singer who formed his first band backwards. He began with a name and a style and then went looking for musicians who could do it. I'll have details and that top hit after this.
American Top 40.
From Hollywood, we're celebrating 2 decades of the biggest Billboard hits and megastars of music on a special edition of American Top 40. Here's a special AT40 anniversary musical medley of the biggest hits of 1983.
Must be something inside.
And that's an AT40 20th anniversary medley of the biggest hits of 1983. We ended with Goody Two Shoes, the first top 40 hit for one of MTV's earliest video stars, Adam Ant.
Hi, this is Adam Ant, and you're listening to American Top 40 with Shadoe Stevens.
And we're up to the return of the English pop star who shook up the music scene almost a decade ago. He and his merry band of men, dressed like upper-class pirates in Indian war paint, based their music around the heavy beats of African Burundi drums, and they dubbed it Ant music. They were part of England's New Romantics, Adam and the Ants. Well, Adam, whose real name is Stuart Goddard, eventually went solo, and he hit the top 20 with this song. From 1983, that's a piece of Goody Two Shoes. Well, Adam made other records, but never returned to the top 40. And then he seemed to just disappear. But actually, he switched careers. He started acting. And in an exclusive AT40 interview, he talked about it.
It's not particularly easy coming from one area into another, you know, as a singer, because you're not really qualified, I don't think, to be taken seriously as an actor. So you have to put the time in, and I realised that. That's why I did a play first. I started with a play at the Royal Exchange Theatre in England, entertaining Mr. Sloane, and from that, I think I had a sort of crash course in the basics of acting, and then after that, you know, I took whatever came along and fitted in with what I wanted to do, but it's all experience, you know.
Well, after the theater, Adam went on to do television here in America, guest starring on episodes of Amazing Stories and The Equalizer, and then he tried his hand on the big screen in movies like Slam Dance, and most recently a film called Trust Me. And now, Adam has finally made his move back to music. He's been working with producer Andre Simone, the man who's been behind Jody Watley's sound, and now he's back. Debuting at number 32 this week, here's the singer-turned-actor Adam Ant singing once again. Here's Room at the Top.
Casey's Top 40.
Well, now we're up to the current hit for Adam Ant, a British singer who once produced a hit play. A play about rock pioneers Eddie Cochran, Gene Vincent, Buddy Holly, and Elvis. Most music fans know Adam Ant as one of the major figures to emerge from the London punk rock movement of the early 80s. But his interests are much wider than music. In addition to his recording career, Adam is an accomplished actor. And in 1992, Adam added another credit to his varied resume, the title of theatrical producer. It all happened after Adam and his friend John Dinsmore, the drummer for The Doors, saw a play in a small basement theater in Hollywood. The play is called Bebopalula, and it's set in a run-down hotel room in Manchester, England. Rock legends Gene Vincent and Eddie Cochran are on tour together, and they spend the entire play in that room talking about rock and roll. They talk about the problems they face in their careers, the miseries of being on the road. They talk about Elvis, and at one point they talk to the ghost of Buddy Holly. Well, Adam Ant loved Bebopalula, and John Densmore did too. So they pooled their resources and bought the rights to produce the play at a larger theater. For 6 months, their production played in Los Angeles to rave reviews and sold out houses. And then they took the play to London for another 6-month run. Adam says he didn't get rich producing Bebopalula, but he sure got a lot of satisfaction out of it. Another way Adam Ant gets satisfaction is by making hit records. And this week, one of his hits is survey song number 20 on Casey's Top 40. Here's rocker and theatrical producer Adam Ant with Wonderful.
America's Top Hits.
3 years ago this week, one of the top hits in the USA was by a singer who formed his first band backwards. He began with a name and a style, and then went looking for musicians who could do it. Most groups form the other way. A group of musicians come together, they find their style and a name. But in this case, the man who called himself Adam Ant knew exactly what he wanted. He had come up with the idea of a band that did punk rock remakes of pop hits, a group he called the B-Sides. And after he found musicians who could do that, he put out his first single, a punk remake of These Boots Are Made for Walkin'. The group didn't last long, but Adam Ant did. And 3 years ago this week, he had one of the top hits in the USA. Here's Adam Ant with Wonderful.